There are bad Ogbanje, there are good Ogbanje. Once you are married to a woman they call Ogbanje, and she has the good Ogbanje, you won't see limitation. I will explain things to you. Ogbanje are people created by God that has extraordinary power. Some of them have different looks. Some of them, they have different gaps in their teeth. You see, open teeth into 5 here. Why some? You see them with dada. Those of you are concerned why my daughter born dada are called Nazarenes. But if you see their own Ogbanje becoming frustration, that means they did not obey the agreement given to them by God while coming to earth. You see why Deuteronomy 28 from verse 15 say, curses follow if you disobey. But the Ogbanje that obey the agreement given to them before they come, blessing follow them. Dare not provoke an Ogbanje man, an Ogbanje woman, or else your business will cripple. That was what I wanted to tell your husband. He got angry with me. Yes. If your husband wants to make money, he should make you happy. Any day you get angry, everything about his life scatter. When he married you, things were moving very, very well. But when he start provoking you, everything scatter. It's not you that scatter it, but the spirit you carry.
I want to address this issue. See, as a water child, as a spiritual person, if you go to church for consultation, any prophet that is in spirit, we see it, and all they will tell is that after your work, you just add, go and do Shebe, go and do Ibjoko. See, learn from me. I've done the Shebe more than 10 times. I've done Ibjoko more at Cha. Chat Motira, Auto Share Event Center. When I was not even wise, why will you even be doing Ibjoko job, Ibjoko work when you are still single? Clearly, one man share Ibjoko for into single. If you do the share bed today and the Ibjoko today, tomorrow, if you go to another church for consultation, they will still see it again. It's what they can see. It is what any prophet can see. People should stop wasting your money. And about this spiritual husband, see, if you tell me once today, as a girl, you have spiritual husband, your boyfriend has spiritual wife. If relationship cannot work, even if it works online, online is ready to my room. Like, hi, baby, how are you? Baby, what's up? The battery anyone no more, bye. And I'm a journey. Maximum time that they look back for is 2 hours. Imagine if I'm going anger issue inbuilt me. Well, I've been no but don't okay. I will find one day if people are interested. I will come on live here, live on TikTok. I have a lot to talk about. I have a lot. They are misleading you people. Shebi now church at the go. Shebi me service. I not say make all of you. Me ni kalama dan koso do. Me ni kalama degba o. No rara o. But chasing spiritual husbands is very. I've not seen any successful one. People should stop wasting your money, number one. Stop risking your life. Chasing, just appease. And it's a very simple way you can appease as a Christian. And even being a Mary, water child, whatever, just get close to God. On the chef, like I was doing consultation one day, like one prophet called me out. Normally, but they may only have one. Oh, the Jemmy go. I'll be told by it activated. Oh, the Jemmy go money. Sorry. So that day I was fasting actually. So I could actually see the man and be like, Emery, the chef for Emery. Emery, any man you don't the chef for me. Emery, let me find me. By the question me turn any close share bear. Sharing t-shirt him. I asked him. He was like, Emery, I want to that, but my minimum is right. Only between my smaller one day.
Welcome back. That man is known as Ritabbi or Ritabbi. He might have other names. He's from the southeast of Nigeria. But he said something just now that I want you to process. And, we have different kinds of people who call themselves pastors. Don't forget that back in those days, people will go to see Dibias, Marabu, Babalawo, seers. They go to see them, they go to meet with them, and they consult. They are not ashamed of it. But it got to a time, the Judeo-religion, Judeo-Christianity, and the Islam, people started feeling, particularly Africans who have embraced much of this foreign culture, and also they took on the religion, they become too ashamed of themselves associating. Now, what does it mean? Supply and demand. Since these native doctors cannot, and of course, spirits are also intelligent. They know that human beings evolve. So therefore, they simply arrange some of their custodians, they arrange some of their servants, agents, to learn some few Bible scriptures, and then they manifest themselves this way. They speak, and then within whatever it is that they are saying, and maybe when you go for private consultation, as it is called, or counseling, they begin to give you certain solutions that are not different from what you will find when you go to meet a water priestess or priest, or you meet a babalawo or something, or marabu or dibia. They give you these solutions. I know the spiritual realm is deep. Now, you heard what he said. He talked about Ogbanje. Now, Ogbanje, for those who are non-Nigerians, is a term or a name given to certain children that are born to torture their parents. These are stillbirths. These are children who come and then after some couple of years, they go. I know that majority, not all, majority of this Ogbanje thing came from lack of understanding, medical understanding of certain situation. They say, oh, it's Ogbanje, Ogbanje. And we also have people who are covenanted to certain spirits, and that spirit torture the women in that family, and even men. They torture them by grabbing their kids. Let's say, for example, someone had gone to someone needed to give birth under pressure. It could be medical condition, it could be whatever condition. This person begins to seek for help, and then they go to this native doctor or go to this water priestess because they heard that this woman gives children. They go in there and they make covenant with the water body, the spirits there, and they offer whatever they need to offer, and they say, give me child. And some of them have testified. They said immediately they did what they did. That month, they got pregnant. When they got pregnant, they gave birth to this beautiful girl or a boy. And they were told that this child should not be scraped. I mean, the hair of this child should not be scraped. They should be left as a Nazarene, with the locks on their head. And they say this child came with certain features or came with certain signs. His chest, he had this mark there in the middle. A lot of stories do go around this, whatever. So this child grows up, begins to act queer, not really queer like the gay thing, but begins to act strange. Let me put it that way. This child begins to act in a way, and maybe begins to speak in a certain way. Sometimes these children really are like that. Sometimes because of the interest, attention put on them by their parents, these children begin to grow with this sense of, I am a special child. Now, if someone is to go to whatever to seek for a child, there are two things involved. Is either it is your time to be pregnant, but unfortunately, something had manipulated you to go. So what they simply do is for them to possess the spirit of this child that came innocently without any attachment to some forces. That's one. Two, yes, this person has been trying to be pregnant. Two things again. Is either your issue is biological, or your issue is as a result of someone having covenanted that lineage, or somehow you have been adulterated or infected with some spiritual gibberish, either directly or indirectly. Maybe you visited somewhere, you were given a food, or you went to a party, and that party was celebration of a child that was born from such covenant with some spirits, and you went there, you were too interested, the spirit saw you hoping, and the spirit decided to put your name on the list, and now you are married, you cannot have children, and the spirit will now work on you, make sure that you come across this friend, this auntie, this family member that will now tell you, look, it's better you go meet this person. They can help you get pregnant. Oh, really? All you need is just one white fowl, cockerel, chicken, just one live fowl, white. Oh, one goat. That's what this one takes, and one palm oil. Really? How much is that? Cost me nothing. That's all. Just make sure that every 2 years or every year you bring this child to say thank you with the chicken to the spirit, and let the child know that this is what they need to do, and becomes a circle. Yes. So this pastor is saying he's a prophet. He's saying that there are good Ogbanje and there are bad Ogbanje. I know the spiritual realm is deep, like I said. Maybe due to his own revelation and how he has assessed the spiritual realm, he now came to understand that there are good Ogbanje and there are bad Ogbanje. I've heard this several times from those who call themselves prophetess too. In between, you begin to see some practices that are not biblical, and they will tell you that it's not everything that is written in the Bible. You hear them say that the water body is divided into two, same as he's saying that we have the good and the bad, that we have the ancient and we have the fallen. They will begin to tell you stories and say if you belong to one, then your job is to use the powers inside of you that God has deposited inside of you, like what the pastor is saying, to do good things, to do extraordinary things. That is what you have been created for. You have been given certain abilities that are not like every other person to manifest. So in this world, you'll be called Ogbanje because that is what they see you as. That's the spirit. But your own spirit is not of the dark, wicked, evil, and all of that. While we have the rogue ones, these ones are counterproductive, and they are just there to do the biddings of darkness, to steal, to kill, and to destroy. This is what they tell you. They'll say, no, mine is different. Mine is not for evil. I'm here for good. What I do is I give children to people. What I do is I do good. I make people rich. What I do is I make life longer. I protect my own. I protect mine with the forces that I have. Mine is not to attack and to bring down. I'm sure you must have heard this. This is what this man is saying. He said, you see my child, dread, with the locks on his head, like a Nazarene, like Ogbanje. So we have the Ogbanje, we have the Emiri. The Yoruba people call it that, and we have other name Ogbanje. I think that's the Igbo people that will call it there and call it that. They have the Ogbanje. Now, don't think that all of this, although the center piece of it is the water, but they have different types of this Ogbanje Emiri. They have different types of it, different types in different physical realms. Let me put it that way. They have different types of it. Different types of it. Some will say, no, that this, we don't have a place of worship and that we are just created with powers. So don't ever think that you have a place. Oh, don't even go and do some kind of rituals. Some will say they want to chase away the spirit. They want to send it away. They want to cast it away. It is not possible. No. You can't. You hear all sort of argument. But we have seen physical manifestation of such deliverance where prayers are being made on people who will say they are from these things, they are from. So some of them might be like, no. Let me tell you the truth. Those ones that are being casted out are the ones that belong to the kingdom of darkness. The foul spirit is being cast out of them. But if you are the one that has nothing to do with those things, your own is for life. It's God that put it there. You're a creation of God with God in you. It's God that gave you the powers. They begin to tell you stories. But for a pastor to now be saying that there are good Ogbanje and bad Ogbanje, I think it's open for a debate. What are your own thoughts? Because I know we have pastors here, we have prophets, evangelists, bishops, we have seers, we have them both in the white garment, the non-garment, we have them here, we have intellectual people. What are your thoughts about what this man just said? that we have good Ogbanje and bad Ogbanje. Will this good Ogbanje go to heaven? Will the bad Ogbanje go to hell? The good Ogbanje, do they believe in God? And are they born again? Christians with the Holy Spirit. Does the Holy Spirit operate inside of Ogbanje with the good Ogbanje spirit? These are questions that I want us to talk about. If an Ogbanje begins a church, will she be using the Ogbanje spirit that they claim is from God, the good one? Or will she or he be using the Holy Spirit? Is the Holy Spirit connected to the Ogbanje, or the Holy Spirit will come inside the Ogbanje spirit to manifest? These are questions. Do you think what this man is saying is biblical or not? Drop your comments. See you in the next update.